So, Steve, thanks so much for just jumping on here with me really quick. I wanted to do just a short recording so that people really understand like what projects we're currently working on and what's coming up, right? And more importantly, the mission behind some of these events. And so, for some people that know you and those that don't, right? You have this documentary Beyond the Shoreline, the Channel of Bones. And you're going to be doing another premiere of that this coming weekend, Saturday, right? You're doing that at, is it 7 p.m.?
7:30 p.m., April 26th at Camelot Cinema. So
Okay.
the first showing we did was February 11th last year. But it was a screening. It was like this movie was like an hour and 50 minutes long because we didn't know what to cut out. We didn't know what to add. We didn't know what to take away. And we had about 170 people there. 80 people gave us feedback, maybe closer to 90 people of written out sheets. So we cut the movie all the way down to an hour and 20 minutes. We added in visuals, we added in more narration and some different scenes. And that's the movie that we actually took to film festivals last year that won the Crown Point Film Festival. Herschel won Best Director somewhere. Can't
Mhm.
remember. We also got final four of the World Film Festival in Cannes.
Awesome.
Really cool. And so the movie actually, you know, has been out, and we realized, let's kind of prime the community again and just remind them of what we're doing now that we're getting further into the Ocean Seven.
Wow. Wow. So, I mean, it's so exciting. And I'm really excited to be, a part of this kind of new venture, this project, and some future things that we're working on together. I'm privileged, brother, more than anything. And it goes way beyond any type of business or how we're, marketing and working with one another and collaborating. More than anything, man, our Christian bond, right? And the mission that we have in serving others. And so I know, for those that are listening or watching this across social media, again, 7:30 at Camelot in Greenville. And it goes beyond, no pun intended, but it goes way beyond just the shoreline.
Right.
You have a big mission attached to this documentary and some of the future swims that you have coming up. And so, if you don't mind just telling everyone a little bit about that attachment with Rising Tides Ministry and some of the work that you're doing there.
Absolutely. So Rising Tides Ministry has just been founded in the last year. We've been doing board training. But we started a mentorship house for men after addiction recovery, and really just found my love for that, for mentoring men, walking through life with other men. A year after they've come out of recovery and transitional housing, so they can rebuild a new life, right? A new life in Christ. Not try and get their old life back. A lot of people are like, "I'm trying to get my life back," and we're like, "No, that one didn't work. Let's get a new life, right?" Um, so Rising Tides is a new nonprofit. We're working on grants. We're working on fundraising to build the community. I have created a 12-month mentorship program so that those men can become mentors. But also, if they need to stay a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years in one of our homes or the community where we want to build, they can do so because safety in numbers, right? Let's iron sharpens iron. Let's give everyone the best shot they can at being able to, for me, not just share what Jesus has done in their life and my life, but also to be able to walk alongside other people. So that's what Rising Tides is. And Beyond the Shoreline exists to make Christian movies. We're
Yeah.
working on a TV series. We've got um, three filmed so far. We've got Molokai shortened. We've got English Channel shortened. We've got the failure swim of the North Channel last year filmed. Like we've got 3 episodes filmed and we've got 7 more to go. Um,
That's
that's-
that's unbelievable.
Actually, I don't even know if it's 7 at this point. I can never remember the numbers. I think we want to have 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Herschel's the guy behind that. But all money that we raise from for Beyond the Shoreline because let's face it, we need good quality life stories, and not just about what Jesus has done in our lives, but how we're interacting and using our skills and talents for others. And I've been given talent to swim, and you know what? Calling's not always convenient. So I'm using my calling to serve others, to raise money, to share the gospel, but also to put out great, I hate calling it content. So putting out great media to
Yeah.
help
It's
inspire
really
inspire others.
it's transformational assets.
Oh, I like
That's
that. Transformational
that's the
assets.
yeah, that's the
That's
way I
so
look at it
good.
now, because these
Yeah.
are legacy like moves, right? Like this kind of this movement, the work that you're putting in now, it will go far beyond your lifetime, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
and and that's really what really matters at the end of the day. If we're serving people in such a big way that that movement continues to happen with or without us, still being here on Earth. Now, that seems like overwhelming. You have so much going on, but you and I talked about this right before I hit record because we're kind of discussing some of the projects that we have. And I had said, man, this, it's unbelievable at times when we think so much chaos, right? Like there's so much going on. How do you maintain composure through all that you have? And I love what you were stating earlier, if you don't mind mentioning that.
Yeah. So, I think this is the whole reason why we grow spiritually, physically, relationally, and financially. Like you're constantly in the state of growth. So when opportunities do come, it's going to squeeze you, it's going to press you. But that I've always found when you get squeezed and pressed, um, that's a great time to keep your eyes on Jesus, right? You're getting out the boat. You're not focusing on the storm, you're focusing on walking on water with him.
Amen.
And I just, as like I said previously, it's like calling is not convenient.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like taking a 9 to 5 job, making 100, 150, 200, 300K a year. I don't know.
Having
Just,
that paycheck always there in the bank.
just going to work, coming home, doing your thing, watching football on weekends. No, there's anything wrong with that. Just like if that works for you, great. That's not what I'm being called to do. And it does. It squeezes you, it presses you. But, my dad used to talk about it. He's like, times you're in the valleys and God's holding your hand through the valley. And then there's that pool of crime. And every now and again, you get a mountaintop view. And we really got a mountaintop view with Beyond the Shoreline Channel of Bones. It was going to be Herschel was my friend. Can you come on the swim with us? Just film so we'd have something for our memory, for our family. It was literally going to be for our family, like a 20-minute
Yeah.
video that, he was a friend of mine. And here we are a year and a half, 2 years later, and the movie's in different countries. We've got people literally sending us video messages about
I love it.
this. It's brought me back to faith, or it's given me the courage to go out and do this. Or, somebody in recovery watched it last year, and she was like, I was going to drop out of the program, and you
Mm,
came and showed the movie, and it was like, I realized that I could go back to my own old life, or I could look forward to a new life. And I was like, so it just changes people. In fact, Herschel this morning,
mhm.
someone just texted and was like, hey, I need you to know I just watched your movie. It's so well done. I just really appreciate you.
Yeah.
I've been sober for 2 years, and it's just given me the encouragement I needed right now to keep going, staying sober.
I love it. And again, that's what it's really all about. Like you said,
But I never planned this.
yeah.
Nobody planned this. This is a
Someone
calling.
someone did.
This is a
Someone had this
calling. It
plan.
didn't take him by surprise. But I
Wow.
think that's when you realize that it's like when the door opens, you got to step through it.
Oh, brother, I love this so much. And for those again that really don't even know anything about the story in itself, we're doing a premiere this weekend. If you're local here in the upstate, it's going to be in Greenville at the Camelot, 7:30. I said 7 o'clock because I remember you saying be there because the doors are closing at 7:30.
Yeah, the
So
doors are closed at
that,
7:30.
that's my mental reminder there. But and so I'm looking forward to that. Steve will be there himself with his books and some other things and answering questions around this. But it's so much more. It's a movement. And like you said, you created it initially for your family and friends, and it's continued to evolve. But this, for those that haven't watched it yet, go to beyondtheshoreline.org. You'll be able to view some, kind of sneak peeks of the trailer of what the documentary is, and you'll be able to connect a little bit more with what it takes to move this ministry and this mission forward. We're looking for anyone that first and foremost is willing to pray over this movement. That's the best currency. The next thing is, whether anyone just feels compelled to give, 5, 10, $20, whatever it may be. That's huge. It all goes towards this future movement and everything that's happening. And then we're also, right, you're looking for those people that want to step up, those businesses and individuals that want to be part of this experience, um, where they have the ability to be part of the future, credits and other things that are happening, right, with future
Yeah,
documentaries,
yeah,
and just those that want to partner with you and really become collaborative partners in this entire experience.
yeah. I mean, there's always a couple things that I say. Number one, if Jesus touched your life, this story, this message is going to touch your life. I mean, it just is. I know for me when I sit in church and I'm hearing the testimony, and I always hear that I just couldn't do it anymore. Testimony, I'm like so connected. So if Jesus changed your life, pray for us. You want to be a part of this. You want to give, give. If you want to pass the word on, pass the word on.
Mm.
But if your life is being touched by addiction somewhere and you're close to you, whether it's yourself, a family member, a cousin, a niece, a nephew, a colleague, a work colleague, we all have been, everybody's been touched by addiction. And if it's really rocked you and you want to be able to be part of the solution and helping people in the future, man, jump online, book a call with me, get in touch with me. Again, go to Beyond the Shoreline .org. Let's have a conversation and see how you can be a ministry partner.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. Again, what I love about this is, we were just having some conversations about some things, and it's good to be able to record this so that people can truly understand just one small mission and how God is working in our lives and the expansion of that, right? It's dropping the pebble in the water. This one movement will continue to just immerse thousands of people by the grace of God. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and looking forward to talking with you even further.